Well, my fellow Helldivers, the latest battles over the last week have shown unity on some planets, but also indecision for others. I shall relay to you as to what has happened over the last week. Orders from High Command had issued to us to seize and hold more planets than that of the enemy. Helldivers were quick to react to such orders and were already on the move. Helldivers were quick to finish off the last remnants of the automatons on Helldivers, cutting off the advancing jet brigade. The brigade was isolated on Ember, and without reinforcements a two-pronged attack was made on them from Helldivers and Shelt. Clarel would have assisted, but disturbing reports that the automatons were gathering their strength near Vogsocht and Klasa. They wouldn't have taken that risk, and it's understandable. The defeat of the brigade also liberated the entire Talus sector. On the Terminate front, Helldivers quickly went to Crimsica, which has been on the forefront of the gloom. After the destruction of the bot brigade, many divers assisted in its liberation. Even the courageous regiments from Estanu have also lent them aid, ensuring that they are able to drive back the bug infestation for their sister planet. The DSS was also in orbit, providing intel and fire support for the divers below. After the liberation had spread across the Jinzai sector, yet that all changed when their eyes had turned to Haren. The reports from the Haren Rangers have revealed what had become of the lost colony. Many of its citizens were found, huddled together in death. Many have cuts, lacerations, and puncture holes. It had seemed that the bugs had merely played with them but made them suffer a slow and painful death from their toxins. This had angered many of the Helldivers, and reinforcements came in waves, crashing down onto the planet to remove every nest and every single termite in sight. The reinforced Helldivers were also grateful for the outposts and forward positions that the Rangers had made, making fighting easier and allowed for the divers for some rest on the front lines. After Haren was liberated, we had become aware of the battle that was amassing. What was thought an attack on Clarel was actually targeting Lezath. It was a 5-pronged attack, the largest that has ever been seen from the bots. The divers were too few and its planet's militia was not enough, having sending their noble sons and daughters to help liberate Mastia weeks prior. The planet soon fell and the divers from all over the galaxy began heading there. Yet, despite this, High Command had issued that the DSS make their attack onto Vogsocht. This back-and-forth metronome of attacks caused fighting to be split between the two planets, and it's still ongoing as we speak. This is all that have on the current situations. We have indeed won this battle, but the war is still ongoing. Some recommendations are in order while we wait for the next MO. For the Terminate front, we should look into Darius II and the acid planet of Esker. These two are weak but also will nullify potential attacks coming from both planets. Yet, it's also to note that we should prepare for potential attack from both Esker and Socorro III. There is a potential that the bug swarms may spread their vile spores over into the Arturian sector, and spreading westward. We must ensure that this doesn't happen. As for the bot fronts, it is difficult to make a decision since most of the Helldivers are fighting on both Lezath and Vogue respectively. I would still advise that they could shift their attacks onto Martel and Acer Pass since they are weaker targets currently. That is all I have to suggest. May Liberty continue to guide us as we fight for her eternal salvation. This is all, my fellow Helldivers. Roman. Out.